Well, well, well. Who would have thought that after all these years, I'd meet you again back in the same dojo that we used to train at? Look at you, Phil. You haven't changed since the day that I met you all those years ago. It looks like you still live in this Blackwater city.
I have to say I was pretty surprised to see you as well, Mitch. I thought the moment we graduated high school that would be the last time I saw you. So your kid is doing karate as well?
He sure is. He's one of the top in his class. Did you see him? He's one of the high belts there.
I did notice that. He's one of the few with a brown belt. I often come to this class and watch my own son. I know the prowess of yours. He trains very hard.
Yep, well, he's just like his father in that regard. I don't give that kid any breaks. He's got a legacy to live up to. I was one of the stronger guys in that gym, wasn't I?
Well, you and me both. I remember that little rivalry that we had. Those were some good times. Metal really does sharpen metal.
What are you talking about? Compared to me, I'd say that you're wood.
Well, each to their own, I guess. This is kind of weird, Mitch. I've been coming to these classes for a long time now, and this is the first time that I've seen you? I think a woman usually picks up your kid. That wouldn't happen to be the mom, would it?
That is actually. That's my wife, Tiffany. I'm a really busy man. I've got a lot of things I need to keep my mind on. Unfortunately, taking my kid to karate classes isn't something that I have time for.
I see, so usually Tiffany does it.
She sure does. The only thing is that today she fell ill. She's been in bed all day. Because of that, I've had to take my mind away from my usual duties. I took my kid to his karate lesson. I was able to observe him. That's when I saw you there. Life has a funny way of playing, doesn't it?
It was good to see you, Mitch, wasn't it?
Was it really, though?
Well, what's wrong?
Oh, come on. You and I were always rivals. We were at each other's throats when we were younger. Can you really say that you miss me?
Well, sure I do. All of that's in the past. I wasn't very emotional about it, to be honest. We were just kids trying to get better and have fun.
Is that how you saw it? Well, to me, that wasn't fun. I was at war.
Wow, were you really? It was just a little bit of karate. I didn't think that you took it that seriously, Mitchell.
Now, don't sit there and try to act like it wasn't a big deal. Phil, you and I both know that we had a heated rivalry before us.
Well, you might have a point there. There were many nights where I came home bloodied and bruised.
I still remember the time that you kicked me in the face with the back of your heel.
Oh, that. Your tooth fell out and hit the instructor at the back of the head.
Yeah, I still blame you for that one, to be honest.
Hey, come on. How was I supposed to know that the tooth was gonna fly and hit him? You actually think I intended to do that? Till this day, you still blame me for what happened, don't you?
Of course I do. That guy got us to do 1,000 push-ups. You already know what type of guy he is. He doesn't stand for that type of nonsense.
Okay, but we didn't even do anything. He totally exaggerated what happened. It's not like someone came up and smacked him with their hand or something. It was just a tooth.
But the guy's a black belt. He's got like a sixth sense for that type of thing. You know what? I think even a little tooth hitting on the back of the head is a really big impact for him.
He really did take it personally, didn't he? I mean, we usually get 100 push-ups, but to get us to do 1,000? That's insane.
Well, yeah, one day you're gonna have to pay me back for that day. I can still remember how painful it was waking up the next morning.
Well, hey, didn't you get stronger from it?
Maybe I did.
Well, there you go. You should thank me.
What did you just say to me? Are you telling me what to do, Phil?
What are you talking about? I was just saying it was a good thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, maybe from your point of view. Did you think I enjoyed going up and down doing those push-ups 1,000 times?
Hey, come on, Mitch, just back off. We don't have to get all emotional.
No, how about you just back off? Do I need to remind you of the spinning roundhouse kick that I used to do?
Were you able to do that?
I couldn't remember, to be honest. Yeah? Well, how about I remind you the next time we go training? Don't think just because we're older that I still don't have it.
Hey, Mitch, how about you just calm down? We're just reminiscing on the good times, aren't we? Why are you getting so serious about everything?
Because you have no idea how much that meant to me. Everything may be sunshine and roses for you, but I took all of that seriously. I was gonna be a black belt. I was gonna be the strongest in that dojo. You took my glory away from me.
Well, what did you expect me to do? Should I just act like I'm bad at what we do? Is that what you wanted? You're not gonna feel good about being the best if you can't beat the best.
Oh, okay, so that's what you're referring to now, isn't it? You actually think that you're the best, don't you? Well, you know what? You only won against me once. I've had countless victories against you. I just wish our teacher saw. There were so many times that I whooped you, you know it as well.
There were many times where I whooped you as well. I guess the only thing that counts is what happens on that grading day.
Oh, come on. You really gonna throw something like that at me? You and I both know that I was the one that was meant to come out on top. We didn't say anything on that day, but we had a mutual understanding that something was wrong when you got your black belt.
Hey, you know what, Mitch? I think you should just stop taking it so seriously. Let's face it, if you really wanted to go on and get your black belt, you could have. I remember the moment that I got that black belt. You decided to leave the dojo. You gave up. There was still potential for you to get your black, but you felt too disheartened and you didn't want to go the distance.
No, just shut up, Phil. What do you know about me? You don't know jack. You don't know the amount of hours I put into training. You don't know how long it took me to learn what I had to learn. Then you sit there and think you're better than me? Don't tell me what I could have done. I worked myself to the limit. I don't need you to sit there and judge me.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you did, Mitch. I'm not denying that. How about you just look at the bright side? I mean, you became a brown belt, right? That's a really high belt. Not many people can get there. You should be proud of that in itself.
To me, if it's not black, it doesn't mean anything. You stole my glory away from me, and I'll never forgive you for it.
Mitch, I didn't know it meant that much to you, to be honest. This all happened so many years ago. It was just a little hobby of ours. If it means anything, I'm sorry that your feelings got hurt.
What do you mean I got my feelings hurt? You're talking to me like I'm some little kid.
Hey, look, don't take it personally. I'm just trying to calm you down. You're in an emotional state at the moment.
Look, you see, that is what is really annoying me right now. I'm not in an emotional state. I'm just telling you what was going on back then. I'm telling you how it is.